Hi everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins with me at MIDI. We are still escaping from our cell, but we have killed Berat already. The guy that I would have thought would be the boss, the final boss of that introductory background thing.
You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me!
Where do you see blood? We're fully clean. Not even the weapons are bloody. So, goodbye.
There they are! Seize the fugitives!
Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist.
Well... I just killed Berat. You should be thanking me. I'm the victim here. I was kidnapped. What are you all doing here? If this is your idea of a heroic rescue, you're too late. I just killed Berat. You should be thanking me.
He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one.
Are you asking me to become a Grey Warden?
Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people, but it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight.
Then sodding yes, let's get out of here now. What's the trick? And if I say no and stay here with Rika? But I've never even seen a Darkspawn. But I've never even seen a Darkspawn.
You are a survivor. Fighting the Darkspawn is something we can teach. The rest that you know must come naturally. From what I've seen, you've not only the skill to best the most promising warriors in Orzammar, but also the courage to take on your betters. Few I have met are so qualified to join.
So taking on the betters is... well, the superiors is a good thing? Well, it seems like my best option. I'd like to talk to my sister before I decide.
And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Alright, so let's talk to... people. Lesky first.
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you?
You're right, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how to fight Darkspawn, but everyone says the surface is so awful and open. I don't want to leave Rika. We killed Barat, we could step in, be sitting pretty. I don't want to leave Rika.
Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky will take care of her.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm afraid of.
She'll be the first one telling you to go. She never wanted this to be your life.
Well... you're not going to change my... well, you're right, I should go.
We'll go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
Alright, then we have the
You're
proving
lucky
guard.
they didn't execute you on the spot, Brand. I would have.
I cannot believe Duncan would offer such an honor.
Yeah, well... sorry for him being the more reasonable person than you, that you don't see skill before... well... privilege? I don't know.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best.
Why would you kill me? What What are you doing
When I
here?
heard you'd been arrested, I ran straight to the proving grounds, but you'd already disappeared. That's when Sir Duncan said he wanted to invite you into the Grey Wardens. I almost fell over.
I don't want to leave you alone here.
Those are the rules of the Order. All wardens leave their families behind.
But how will you take care of yourself and Mother?
Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return.
So, this is the man you spoke of earlier? Truly you won't starve. Then perhaps I should tell Duncan I'm interested after all. So, truly you won't starve?
I promise. My patron would never allow it. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me.
And you'll be happy like this?
I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn, but if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask. Go, little brother. Make the world a better place.
I see. So yeah.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister?
I have. I'm ready to join you.
Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality.
Okay.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This Blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Well, I think that's the end of the introductory sequence for the Dwarf Commoner. I'm Hatnidi.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Audemars.
How much do you know about dwarves?
I've always wanted to learn more. Perhaps you could enlighten me sometime.
I'd rather not.
As you wish. Now, perhaps I'll tempt you someday with a bottle of the finest dwarven brew from the royal cellar. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Well, you're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Well, you're a bit overconfident. Yeah, you sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Yes.
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Well, perhaps...
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Yeah, okay. I think we could actually skip that.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Okay. Well, what would you have him do? Well, you know what? Let's just... Can I skip
Yes,
that dialogue?
we should proceed with the
Come on.
ritual.
What do you need me to do? Something. Okay, we will do that all again once we have selected our final character, but he's not it. And if I would play a dwarf, I believe I would rather play him as a warrior and not a archer. So, let's exit the game and create a new Dragon Age Origins character. We have seen that. Right, so we'll go with... what do we need? Either another dwarf or an elf or a human. So for the humans we have the option of mage and noble, and for the elves we have the options of also mage or one of the other two stories. So the humans are actually the only... well... oh, they get 2 stories. The dwarves also get 2 stories, but the elves get... they get 3 different options for stories. Well, theoretically. Yeah. Okay, think... should I finish up the dwarves? I think I'll finish up the dwarves and we'll go with a noble. Dwarf noble. Yeah, let's go with that.
Greetings.
He will be just some preset dude. I guess. Nah, I guess not. No. No, no, no. Well... perhaps. Skin is okay, hair is okay. Do I have to change the... ah, the preset does change the face, I see. So let's go with that preset, but change the beard a bit. No, not the color. Beard itself. No, not that. Something a bit more voluminous than the first one. Let's go with that. Yeah, I think that's okay. So the difference is they do look a bit more well groomed, I think, than the commoners, and we'll just leave the default name right now and we'll just go next. So here we have strength, dexterity, constitution. I think for that tutorial we'll just go all in on strength. Yeah, let's go just all in on strength. Then we'll have to pick some things here. So as a dwarf warrior, dwarf noble warrior, you seem to get 2 combat trainings for free. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Survival, trap making, stealing, coercion. Yeah, let's take coercion, because that's the main character thing. Alright, so I get powerful. And we will also get weapon and shield. So we have the first one already, that's good. And we could also get the second one, shield pummel. So here we have shield bash. The character's shield bashes a target, dealing normal damage as well as knocking the target off its feet unless it passes a physical resistance check. Shield mastery doubles the strength bonus for this attack. Shield pummel. The character follows up on an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned. Shield mastery doubles the character's strength bonus for each strike. Interesting. Sounds good. Okay, then shield defense. While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favors the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. With shield balance, the attack penalty is reduced. With shield expertise, the defense bonus increases. With shield mastery, the defense bonus increases further. So there's shield expertise and there's shield mastery. So shield block requires 10 dexterity and so on. Practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. I see. Shield cover, shield tactics. So here you reduce the flanking, kind of. What will you get here? Shield balance. The character has learned to compensate for the weight of a shield in combat and no longer suffers an attack penalty while using shield defense. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Shield wall. In this mode, the character's shield becomes nearly a fortress, adding a significant bonus to armor and a greater likelihood of shrugging off missile attacks, but at the cost of a reduced damage. Shield expertise makes the character immune to direct knockdown attacks while in this mode, and shield mastery gives a bonus to defense. Okay, so that's just a better version of this. But with this you can also just negate the reduced attack somehow. I guess I'll go with shield pummel since we do have the two slots, the 2 combat expertise things. We'll select normal and we'll just see what we'll have.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzamar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aidukan, the 9th Aidukan ruler elected by the noble assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Yes, let them see me as a warrior. I'm better safe than sorry. Shield me. Leave it. I don't want to look fearful. I wouldn't even wear the armor if not for tradition. Well, better safe than sorry. Shield me.
Certainly. You'll cut an imposing picture out there. Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed.
You, my friend, are ridiculous.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
So, what shall we do in the meantime?
As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering.
Okay, so... let's go see the merchants, I guess.
Right behind you, my lord. The day is ours until the feast.
Since I do feel like we shouldn't spend too much time fighting right before we are going to a fight.
Very well.
So we have some items. Ooh. I've pulled this small grease trap. When triggered, this trap releases a small grease slick that slows the movement speed of any creature who enters the area and causes them to fall unless they pass a physical resistance check. Friendly fire possible. Yeah, let's just get everything. And that's that. Nice bust, I guess. Alright, we'll equip the... Pull this, please. There we go. And we do have a longsword out of iron, so that will be okay. I think. It has decent damage, a very good critical, well, very good, 2% critical chance, 2 armor penetration, and a 1 strength modifier. Well, I guess we could go with the mace with this one, because we may fight more armored enemies in that story with the nobles. Perhaps, not sure. So the journal says, the Pride of Aducan. We heard that name before. So visit the merchants or watch the provings. Your father, King Endrin, has arranged for a feast to celebrate your appointment as Orzamar's newest commander. However, you have several hours before your father will be ready to present you to the other nobles. You may visit the merchants who have set up shop in the Diamond Quarter, or watch the provings that are being held in your honor. Proving grounds are one tier down from the Diamond Quarter in the comments. So what do they have here? Is that like a class display of nothing?
I shall do it.
A codex entry. So journal track stuff. Controlling party members, inventory, exploration, journal, plot helpers. Yeah, so that's a lot of codex stuff that we may at one point read, may or may not. I don't know, I sometimes just tend to not read that stuff. Key required. What's Gorim? He's also a warrior.
On it.
Key required, okay. Perhaps if I had lockpicking.
Oh.
What are they doing? Oh, chest. Insufficient skill. Do you have more skill? No.
It has begun.
Dwarven Merchant's Belt. Increase monetary gain. That's interesting. But we do get a belt right off the bat, and if I had a rogue with some unlocking skill, I could also unlock that chest.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
She looks like Rika. Who are you?
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lord Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord.
Gorim, tell her she may take leave of me. Yes, you, well, go or stay, I don't care.
Thank you. I will go now.
I was just interested if it was Rika. But I think, well... locked item, area map, good, good, good. Well, I think I'll end the episode here, so thanks a lot for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and hope to see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.